Relax, Wendy. There we go. Do you feel it even when you're lying down or only when you're at the desk?
It's mostly when I'm sitting. I mean, and it's interesting. I can still lift things. I did my Pilates today. I don't have any trouble with my movement. It's just mostly when I sit.
How about when I push on the spine here? Any pain there? Here?
Nope.
Here?
Nope.
Good. Here? Good. Nothing down the arm when I push down?
No.
Good. All right. So that's a good sign that it's not coming from the spine, because my worry was initially when you were having the pain down the arm and the pain here, when I would push on the spine, you would feel it more, which was giving me an indicator that there was, since we've seen the x-ray, you know, we've got the little curvature here, but also with the arthritis you have in your thoracic spine, I was worried that a nerve was being pinched causing the pain down the arm. But now it's pretty clear that it's muscular in nature. Okay, so we've got your rhomboid muscle here that connects your scapula to your spine. So I'm going to have you now, is it okay if I pull your shirt up and do some therapy in here? Okay. Yeah, kind of right in there, huh? Ooh. Yeah, feel all that? And did she dig in nice and hard, the massage therapist, yesterday? Okay, now can you put this arm like that? Oh, that's not, nope. Let's just try. Just kind of sit on it, but still let your elbow kind of, yeah, there we go. All right, I'm just going to pull this a little bit down. Is that okay? All right, so we're going to use my therapy again as it feels very knotty in there. And the exercises we did the other day with the scap push-ups, where you're pinching your scapula together and pushing them out, how did those feel?
Those are helpful.
Okay. So when you're sitting at the desk for a while on your computer, try to just take a break and pinch those shoulder blades back and down and round them forward, going back and forth when you start to feel the pain here. But I'm going to dig in a little harder today, okay?
Oh, you're using that scraper?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because remember we did this in the very beginning and we got a good amount broken up, but since we've been focusing more on the shoulder, because I think it's, you know, you got two things going on here. You have, it's kind of all resulting from this scapula on the right side, I believe, because this pain you're dealing with back in here is definitely more the rhomboid muscle. See, like, feel all that knottiness right in there? And this is getting bruised up pretty quick, which is exactly what we want. Right there. Is that where the pain is right there? Yep. So that's getting red immediately. When I start to administer this Graston therapy and it starts to get red really quickly, that tells me that's where the trigger point or the knot is. And see, I haven't even been doing this for more than 30 seconds and we've already got a good bruise going. So that's good. And in the beginning, the first time we did this whole right side was all bruised up. So now we're just getting a little bit more specific with the therapy to just address that knot right there. You okay? If I'm pushing too hard, you just let me know. But this is a common area, like I've said in the past. We've just got so many moving parts with the scapula. We've got the ribs underneath the scapula. You've got the muscles attaching the scapula to the spine. You've got muscles underneath the scapula going over top of the ribs. So it's a very common area that we get knots and trigger points, and that's what I think is happening right here. And it felt better after the massage?
Yeah.
Good. Did she work on that subscap inside your shoulder blade like I was doing? How'd that feel?
Terrible.
Okay.
But still, you know, needs to be done.
Is the pain still waking you up at night?
Periodically, yeah.
Okay. Okay, now let your arm just hang down. Alright, is that causing the hand to tingle a little more? Alright, so we're going to do an adjustment from the thoracic here, and this is moving much better now. Like, remember in the beginning when I would try to adjust here we wouldn't get much movement, but now we're getting much more. Big breath in and relax out. Okay. Now let your arms hang down. Try to go on this side because you've got that curvature here. Big breath in and relax out. Okay. So I might have to try that the other way. Flip on your back. And I'm going to do the adjustment where I put your hand behind your neck. So this is to get that scapula and the ribs. So you just relax. I'm going to get my arm in here. Relax, Wendy. There we go. That one always feels good, huh? Okay. Now, let me see this guy. Now, is it real tender in there from yesterday, or not too bad? Okay. All right, so we're going to try to... Now, how about the numbness in the hand? When I go like that, does that increase at all?
A little bit.
Okay, so let's do some nerve flossing first. So let me have this arm on here. So just stretch out that nerve, compress the nerve, stretch it out. So, kind of pin that subscap right there, and then lengthen that subscap over my hand. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you take an Advil today?
Earlier, but I have them in my pocket for after this. Because I like to be able to tell you how it's feeling without that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. One more.
Do all your patients tolerate this?
This is the worst one. Because no one ever works on this muscle because it's so deep underneath the scapula, it's hard to get to. There's also the nerve that runs right underneath it too. Okay, so let's try the adjustment. Let me have your hand here. Okay, big hug. How's this one? This one. Chin into your chest. All right, now relax here, Wendy. Let go. Big breath and out. Okay. Now, all right, back on your stomach again. Let this arm just hang down. So with the Graston tool, I try to break up all the knots and adhesions in that muscle, and then with this massage gun, I try to just increase blood flow, and helps to loosen up the muscles as well, but this is really just to get all that scar tissue out of there. Does that feel okay? Okay, now Wendy, put your arm over here, like underneath your hip, and let that elbow fall out. And that gets the scapula out of the way. Then I can get like right in there. That's where it's at, right there, yeah? Up here too. Okay, let that elbow really fall. There you go. Okay. You okay? Now, come sit up. I want you to face the door. I just want to see how your scapular mobility is. So, what I'm going to have you do is sit here. All right. Yeah. You okay? Yeah. How's that? Like, kind of pinch them together. But see how you're going up? Yeah. I want you going down and, yes, down and back. Yeah, you can. You're going to learn. Okay. If you can't, we're going to teach you. So I really want it down here because everyone is super tight up here. It's a very common issue with patients. Your issue is down here. So I want to teach you because when we're stressed and we're at the computer, everything naturally goes up like that. We do not want your upper traps because then that causes a neck issue. Okay. But we've determined that your pain is not coming from your spine or your neck. It's definitely this scapula, rhomboid, subscapularis, the whole shoulder complex. Because even as you sit here, I can feel this scapula sits differently than the left one. So what I want you to do is you're going to have your arms at your sides, and I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly just go up like this, laterally all the way up, and I'm going to track how the scapula are tracking across the rib cage. So you go real slow, just up to the side. Yep. Yeah, see, it's way, keep going. All the way. Yeah, this left one, the right one goes all the way, and then slowly come back down. Oh, feel that pop. So that happens a lot, huh? So one more time, up again a little faster. Yeah, the right one turns counterclockwise much faster than the left one. So it tells me, and you never get pain back in here, huh? Okay. So let's do this one again, across your arm and down to your hip. Good. That shoulder's been crunching like that too. Yeah, see, that's better than even last week when I felt one back in here. It's getting better for sure. Not as painful, huh? A lacrosse ball or a tennis ball?
At least 30 lacrosse balls. You think I would find one?
Yeah. It's like chapstick. You know you've got it, but it can never find it. It's like a good business model to me. Good. And we're just shorten that rhomboid all the way and then slowly across, lengthen it over my thumb. Good. Yeah, this feels way better than even last week because when we were doing this last week, that rhomboid was way tighter. Yeah, it was a lot more. Good. Yep. So it's getting better, Wendy, little by little. Yeah. All right, but what's happening is when your arms are going up, your right scapula, they're supposed to track evenly. Your right one goes way faster than your left one, which tells me that subscap muscles pulling it up faster. Maybe even the muscles back here are a little bit tighter than on the left side. But like, instead of being symmetric, your right side's like this, and your left side catches up. And then when you're coming down, this one like gets stuck, and then eventually the right one comes down. So it's not tracking the same as the left one. So that's where your problem's coming from. I was worried initially it was the neck or the spine. It's definitely your scapula.
Okay.
Which makes sense with your history too, because you said that shoulder's been a problem forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you to keep doing those scap push-ups back and forth. You know, even like these ones, getting like, even though it pops and it crunches, just getting more mobility in that scapula, because it's all just jammed up underneath us.
Okay. Yeah, because she had done that with me last time I was here, so I've been doing that on the wall.
Good.
And then I've been doing the W's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing what I can.
Good. Yeah. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah.